Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Dennis Facade Installation. I got an interesting project in the Pavlovo-Posadsky district of the Moscow region. Dennis Installation. I will be recording a video about this project for you. The house will be insulated with 100 mm air and finished with facade panels. Let's take a look together at what kind of project we have and why it interests me. Let's go. We will completely insulate the house with 100 mm, finish it with facade panels, and completely dismantle all the roof cornices. I'll show you later when I climb up the scaffolding. So, we will dismantle all of this, install the beam vertically, then horizontally, and finish everything off. So, on this side we can see, it looks the same here. Let me show you. This is how it all looks, something like this. Remember it. The same. The advantage is that we install not only new objects but also old ones. The older the house, the more beautifully we finish it. That's how it is, guys. So the older the house, the more beautiful it will be. Once completed, all new houses are easier and simpler to finish. So that's how it is. On this side we have a pipe. This is how it all looks. Let's take a closer look. Here we have the trims. Wires are hanging. Let's move on. Here we have an extension, a pipe. On this side we have
в итоге получается. Провода висят, да?
Alright, now I'll climb up higher. Let's see what's above. So, and what's above us, guys? Alright, basically that's all we need. We're going to completely cover these railings with facade panels, then everything will be visible. In theory, the client asked us to remove the railings, but we'll dismantle all of this. This will all be dismantled too. All inside will be covered. They also asked us to align these sides. Parks and walls should be finished from the inside and outside. For the front part of the balcony, we only do the finishing on the outside. Inside, the client will handle something themselves. I don't know what's going on here, what we're getting. So, here we have the same side panel inside and outside, that's all. We'll be covering it with finishing materials. I'll show the process from time to time. We'll also remove the air conditioner because it's in the way, and the antenna too, all of that. We'll remove those too. The customer asked us to cover these side panels, but there's another thing. He actually suggested covering them with a strip, so all the side panels, so that snow doesn't get in there, and so they don't rot from this side. And here we'll leave a large window right in the center, and there will also be a small balcony, but not... They decided all that over there. I just suggested an option. So what do we see here? Here we see that we have... The rafters are made of 150 by 100 timber, and then here we have... So here, all of this, we remove all of this. I really don't understand who did this. Well, that's how it is. A wide frontal one is never needed. Actually, it makes the house look worse. Well, that's just how it seems to me. That's my personal opinion, so I'm not forcing it on you. Here's the parchment. We'll take it apart, the parchment, and see what we have here. But the client also caulked the house beforehand. By the way, I forgot to tell you about that. And they temporarily put the parchment back so that, water wouldn't get in there.
Ну как-то так. Так, с этой стороны мы тоже наблюдаем. Вот такое.
So here we have it like this, about the pipe. So here's the thing. I suggested to the client to completely dismantle it. Basically, it wouldn't have hit his wallet too hard, but they refused. But the point is, they heat the house, they have a solid fuel boiler, so the house is heated, and we also live in this house somehow. So why did I suggest this foundation bracket option to him? Well, first of all, we need to insulate and to properly wrap all this with membranes, but we won't be able to wrap it all with quality membranes. The reason is that we have brackets here, and there will be these ugly holes, but we found one solution. We'll unscrew them for now, temporarily secure the pipe there, and secure it at the top. We'll try to do it neatly and properly. Well, the client refused, but basically, I'm suggesting what's better, and then it's up to you to decide. With all due respect, I'll be checking in from time to time to show what work we've done. Much respect to everyone. Yo, 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 Denchik is with you. Subscribe to the Telegram and YouTube channels. Like and share the videos with your friends since I'm sharing info with you. Much respect to everyone. I'm out. Bye. Put a setup like this here with the wires. There are a whole bunch of wires, of course. This makes our installation work more complicated, and there's fiber optic over there. The wire is hanging. So everything here will be finished into one panel, by the way, into one little panel. Without a drip cap, meaning there won't be a drip cap here, there won't be a drip cap. Here we'll have panels from one collection, different colors. So we'll mount panel on panel. The base without a drip cap is also an option, actually. And there's also a bit of savings on the drip caps, by the way. And not only on the drip caps, you also need starter strips there, so that's some savings as well. Guys, good morning, everyone. We have dismantled it. Every board from the house. We removed the parchment. Now I'll show you what we have with the timber. The timber is in good condition. The house is almost 20 years old, and the timber, as you can see, is in excellent condition. So once we finish it, it will last for centuries, you could say. We have already installed the bar vertically. As you can see, the bar is planned and smooth, and we use these kinds of self-tapping screws. 100 by 5. That is the length, is 120. The thickness is 5 millimeters. Also, on this side, where we have the railing and the side panel, here we will have a completely solid wall installed without insulation. We secured the beam in this way, the first row of beams. We left the railing because the railing itself will add rigidity to our counterbatten. The railing is not rotten, it's in excellent condition. The client wanted to completely dismantle them, but I think there's no need. We'll only dismantle certain sections. They will be covered from the outside and inside and will add rigidity to our batten. That's how it all looks. About the extension, well, this used to be a veranda. There are these posts here. They're just covered with oriented strand board. The client built a frame and posts inside. The veranda itself won't be attached. I don't know why I would have attached it. I wouldn't even have taken money from the client. I would have attached it anyway. But the veranda will be attached from the inside, as the client said, so it won't be attached from the outside. Yes, it's a strange addition, but I would have included it. So on this side, where we have the boiler room, the boiler room, we go around a bit along the shelf. We prepare all this. Here it looks the same. I'll show the result a bit later. Which insulation we'll use, where we'll apply it. So using TECHNONIKOL master, technoblock, stone wool, masonry, facade with siding finish. So,
Так, сейчас покажу параметры, если кому надо. Вот параметры, смотрите. Комплит. И упаковки получается почти 6
Techno-nickel is a master in the example at 600 0.288 cubic meters. This reduces heating costs, doesn't shrink, has a service life of 50 years, doesn't burn, has high heat retention, is moisture resistant, and is resistant to rodents and mold because it's based on basalt. In other words, it's a basalt insulation. So regarding the membrane, we will use a super diffusive 3-layer one with an adhesive strip, vapor permeable, wind and moisture proof, Joker high standard at 130th. Guys, here's the video report I'm showing you. Watch the instructions together. Tanechka is already unbound. In one layer. We've already insulated it. Everything is even, perfect, and beautiful.
Смотрим.
I'll go to the other side now. I'll show you what we have. What the insulation looks like here. So on this side we have a little video report. I'm showing you, so let me climb up and show you what we have higher up. So as we can see here, the wall has already been cut out as well. Everything looks nice. Everything is trimmed and cut out. The farther you go, the farther it gets. I'll show you something now. So now I'll show you something special attention. This house is bigger than yours, and do you know why? Because your house is built on wooden dowels, and this house is built on metal dowels. So it's on rebar. As we can see, the rebar doesn't rust, and our house is in good condition. The timber is really, well, guys, let me walk around to this side now. Let's take a look. Now let's go lower. Here, as you can see, we've already dismantled all the old stuff. Only the boards for the metal tiles are left. Everything looks neat now. So, another important point. If you see that somewhere they're installing the roof and not stretching the membrane along the edge of the eaves, that's wrong. The membrane should be here as well. Let me explain why. When condensation builds up under the metal tiles, it can drip onto our soffits. That's how it is, guys. That's why the membrane on the roof must be stretched along the edge of the eaves, along the edge of the roof eaves, meaning there should be a counter batten here. Underneath, the membrane should be attached to the batten. Alright, let's move on. A little review. We'll do it like this around the pipe. When we start installing the second layer of insulation, we'll unscrew it, put a piece of insulation here, then temporarily tie it to the pipe itself with wire, and after that, we'll install the bracket in place. So, I'll repeat once again, we're insulating up to 100 millimeters here, and the wall here is already insulated as well. So we're also insulating on top, covering the overlap with insulation. So let's move on. Now I'll show you our construction. So, on this side I installed a frame like this, made from timber. This wall will be completely covered with panels. From the inside I also left the railing as reinforcement. We leave these railings specifically on the side walls because the wall here will also be covered up to here, so this post will also be covered. Something like that, guys. We'll probably dismantle these railings. We've set the marks, by the way, using a laser. We'll dismantle them and install the railings level all around the perimeter, so that later the client can buy a large wide windowsill and install it on a flat surface. Something like that, guys. So special attention, guys. If you're going to do the wiring should be done after we've already insulated the walls. This is for my clients in the future. I'm telling you right away that we insulate the walls first. We carefully wrap all of this in our membrane, after which we install the metal profile or battens, and only then can you drill and install your wires. Why is that, guys? This is done so that we don't damage the membrane in these places. Right here, you see, and to avoid any of these unsightly issues. So don't try to improvise on your own. Listen to good, time-tested experts. Alright, I'll show you from this side too. We can see that everything is just bellissimo. It's beautiful. Everything is even, perfect, precise. So the foundation will also be insulated with polystyrene foam. All the material has already been delivered to us. Then the client, let's say, covered it all up. That is, when you bring in the materials, you definitely need to have good covers so you can protect the material. So here we also covered the profile. Everything is taken care of. The soffits have all been delivered. Now I'm going to insulate the second layer, and I'll show you the video report later. We worked and cleaned up after ourselves. Don't be slobs. As you can see, we've already insulated it, so let me show you now. Here, the wall is already insulated. We'll insulate over there too. I'll show you. Here you can see that the insulation is springy. It's springy, so to keep it from springing, we'll secure it with our washers, and it'll look nice like this. This is how it's done. You can see our washer here. Then we take it like this, stick it in, and it presses the insulation in place. Another thing, many people say that our technology is complicated. Yes, we work with a complicated technology, but it's very practical. Alright guys, so we finished the second layer of insulation. Let me show you how it all looks.
Здесь мы наблюдаем, где центр брусок, здесь будет стена закрываться. Напоминаю вам.
Where the main beam is, we've already insulated it. We've done 100 mm of insulation.
Так, а с этой высоты тоже будем снять. Потом это все покажу.
So on this side we have everything is also insulated now. I'll go around from this side. I'll chase it now a bit higher. So here, everything is also insulated under the roof. Here, where the roof is, we install a piece. Everything is already insulated. And there we have a window, an installation window like that. So here, everything is also insulated. Everything is insulated this way.
Так, по поводу бруска сейчас скажу.
So here we have a bar. We fasten it with a long self-tapping screw so that it goes all the way through the bar. I'll show you now. Here we can see how much the screw sticks out. So when we fasten the first bar, we attach the main bar. Then we fasten this bar through it and go into the main bar. So all the load will be distributed evenly. So, well, here basically we've already installed the membrane, closed all of this, closed this balcony from this side. This is the format we have here. So the situation turned out this way. The boards are wide, so it's convenient to trim the panel. over here. Where we have the balcony, this side panel is already completely closed. The lathing is done perfectly, evenly, perfectly. Look at the quality of work, bellissimo. Everything is consistent everywhere. For the foundation, we insulated it with polystyrene foam. All of this has been secured. Everything is done the same way on this side. So, regarding the pipe, I'm saying that we won't be dismantling it because the house is being heated. Regarding this boiler room, yes, the boiler room is not being insulated. We just installed the battens on the boiler room, and then we'll finish everything by the numbers. Same with the cornices. We'll install the battens. We'll align everything and make it neat. Well, on this side, it turns out, of course, the access here isn't great, but everything is working out for us here. Preparation is nearly finished.